Hey mamas, I am so excited to have you here for another episode of Confessions of a Small Biz Mama. This week we are wrapping up our spring cleaning theme for March. And today we're going to talk about spring cleaning your mind. Now, I know, listen, our brains were not designed to carry the mental load that we have today. And we just keep pushing and pushing and pushing and absorbing more. We need to do some regular decluttering of our brains in order to function better. And so today we're going to talk about 7 things that you can do to help you spring clean your mind, just get in a better mindset, in a better place, and really help take care of your brain. Because I think a lot of times we do not do that. We're running ourselves ragged. We're not taking care of our body and our mind the way that we should. And I don't know about you, but for me, like the scariest thing, for me as I get older is the possibility of developing dementia or Alzheimer's. I just think for me, that is like, my brain is my thing, right? I mean, I teach knowledge. And that's just like something that, that would be like the worst possible outcome, I think, for me. And so I am always trying to practice these things as much as I possibly can in order to, in order to just try to like stay sharp. And I know it's hard. I understand. I have a 3-year-old. It's not always easy to do these things, but I think that we can try to do better. Okay, so let's dive right in and look at these 7 things. Okay, so the first one, and I know like you're gonna be like, Kristen, I cannot do this. I cannot. You need to get more sleep. Okay, I don't think any of us are getting enough sleep. If you are, that's awesome. That is so great. I know. So right now I'm getting about 7 hours of sleep a night. I function better when I get like 7.5. And so I'm working to try to do better on this. One thing I think is really cool that Fitbit just released is basically like alarms to make sure that you get to bed, or it might actually be my phone. I'm not really sure. Some system has popped up and is tracking. I think it's actually my alarms on my phone. Now that I think about it, what time do you want to go to bed? What time do you want to wake up? And is actually reminding me like, hey, hi, wind down, go to sleep. And so we've actually, Jeff and I did some episodes on sleep for a Small Biz Mama. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about it. Go to the show notes for this episode. This is episode 52. Go check it out. We did an episode all about brain science and why it's important and what sleep does for you, but it's amazing how it restores your brain. And I think part of the reason that we have a pandemic of brain diseases is because we're not getting enough sleep. We're not letting our brains heal. And that's when our brains heal, when we're sleeping. So critically important to do that. Okay, so that's number 1, make sure you get enough sleep. Okay. Number 2 is you need to make sure that you're hydrating and getting the nutrients that your body needs. Okay. So, I'm sure that you know that we're mostly water, right? And we're not hydrating enough. I'm going to hydrate it a little bit right now. And make sure that you're getting the nutrients you need. And if you don't know what those are, talk to your doctor and see if you can get some blood work done to see if you have any vitamin deficiencies. But those could also be impacting your sleep and other things and your mood. And I mean, we're these incredible chemical beings, right? And if our balance of chemicals and bacteria and hydration, when things go out of whack, then our systems go out of whack. So I think that could be really helpful for you. And it's funny. So I follow this weight loss woman, and she, it's so funny. She's like, okay, so you're going to do my challenge and we're going to stay super hydrated, because every time I swear you're going to drink, you're going to drink water. And it's like, it's funny because, if you set up like a trigger, maybe your trigger is every time you go on Facebook, you drink water, or every time you pick up your phone, you drink water. I'm trying right now to just drink drink an entire bottle, like basically before I eat breakfast. And then I'm trying to drink another one around lunchtime, and drink a third one around dinner time. And if I do that, I'm drinking way more water than I was before. So, anything that you can do to either gamify it or use alarms or whatever you need to do, is really, really going to help. Okay. And then again, like making sure you get the nutrients you need and talk to your doctor, to see what type of tests you can have done to see really what you're missing. Right. Okay. So get enough sleep, hydrate, get the nutrients you need. Number 3, move your body. When you move, right, you are increasing your blood flow. You are increasing your oxygenation when you breathe, when you move. And so that is really, really important to making sure that, all those nutrients and the hydration that you're doing are making it through your body. I always know personally for me, like after I moved, right, my brain is just functioning so much better, right? The chemicals that are released when you exercise are good for your mood, and just really good for your overall health. And it doesn't have to be crazy. If you did 3 like 10-minute walks a day, that would be awesome, right? So, look at your level of movement and see, how can I move a little bit more? One thing I always recommend to people is that when you are sitting at your desk for long periods of time, just get up every hour, for 5-10 minutes, move around, walk around, do some deep breathing, just kind of like stretch out, flap out your arms, like just get your muscles going. It is so helpful to do that. Okay. So get enough sleep, hydrate, and get the nutrients you need. Move your body. Number 4, stimulate your mind. Get off your phone. Okay. Get off your phone, read, learn a new hobby, learn a new skill, do something like bookkeeper training school and start a new hustle. Do something that's going to stimulate your mind. Get off the Netflix, get off your phone, and learn something new. And I know some of you are like, okay, Kristen, I'm tired. I know I'm not hydrating enough. Like, there's only so many hours in the day. Honestly, one thing I do is, I will listen to podcasts and courses while I'm taking a shower, or while I'm making dinner, or while I'm walking. Sometimes I'll do it when I'm, while I'm working. I'll listen to something that is going to teach me something. And so check that out. Okay. Just try it. There's tons and tons of podcasts out there. You found this one, right? There's tons of podcasts that are amazing. If you want some recommendations, post in the Small Biz Mama community on Facebook. The link will be in the show notes at smallbizmama.com. But go check that out. Do something to stimulate your brain, right? Because really what we're trying to do is we're trying to feed goodness into our brains, right? In the next couple, we're going to talk about kind of how to get, some of the bad out of our brains, right? But if you feed your brains good stuff, right, you're naturally going to feel better. The problem is we spend so much time, putting bad into our bodies, bad into our brains, bad into our thought process. And then we wonder like why we can't get anything done and why we have no motivation and why we're so tired. And like, guys, this is not, I love you mamas. Okay. I love you mamas, but it is no wonder, right, that we are all in really bad shape. Okay. Or that a lot of us in really bad shape. And I listen, I do this show, right, because this helps motivate me, right? Putting this list together today, I went, yeah, I'm not doing enough of that. Yeah, I need to drink some more water. I think every time I say the word water, I'm going to drink some. Okay, see, there we go. I do this as much for me as I do for you guys, right? This is great reminders when I sit down and I write the things I know I should be doing and I'm not doing them. Okay, so I am here to give myself as much crap as I am giving you. Okay, so we are going to get more sleep. We're going to hydrate and get the nutrients we need. We're going to move our bodies. We're going to stimulate our minds. Number 5, we're going to write things down. Okay. And I will tell you, it's funny. So this is the first tax season since I started my business 14 years ago that I have somebody helping me. And it made me realize just how much knowledge I have in my head that I have not written down. And it's funny because, I get questions and I'm like, oh yeah, and this is this, and that's going on. And this is like, I know it all in my head. Right. And so we are very painstakingly, writing things down and taking notes and creating more written documents so that all of this knowledge that is crammed in my head gets out. Okay. I write down lists. Like when I have thoughts now, I write them down. I have my planner. My focus planner is on my desk every single day. Okay. And I'll put the links. I love this planner. I really do. And it may not work for everybody, but it works for me. But I am writing in it all day long. Like every single day, I have a page of notes of things I think of that need to get done, of new tasks, of just stuff, right? Ideas. The other thing that we got to write things down, because the problem is Jeff and I are both idea people, and so we come up with lots of them. So I've talked about this app before on the podcast, and I want to make sure that I get the name right. It's called Brain Toss. Okay. And it's not free. I think it's like $3, $4, $5. But what it allows you to brain toss. Okay. We'll put the link in the show notes, at smallbizmama.com. But the app is called Brain Toss. And what this does is it allows you to send yourself voice messages, photo messages, or notes. And so what I'll do is when I get an idea and I'm not at my desk with my planner, I will send myself a little voice note and it automatically emails it to me and it transcribes it so I don't have to listen to it. But I know a lot of times, and I don't know about you, but like, when you've got like a kid on your arm and you got like a bag of groceries or something, and, you have these ideas, but you can't write them down or you can't type them. I love this because I can just send myself a voice message. It transcribes the whole thing. The transcriptions are phenomenal. And then poof, right? It emails it right to me. So I love that. It's great. Okay. So write things down. Okay. And that includes things like how you're feeling, right? If you're not journaling may really help you clear out some of the mind gunk that you have going on up there. Because sometimes we just need to get things out, right? We just need to get stuff out. And so I find that writing things down really helps me get clarity, and just, I don't know, it just really helps clear things out. Okay. It really helps me slow things down as well, because it allows me to process things that I don't normally have the time to process. Okay, so I love writing things down. So get enough sleep, hydrate and get the nutrients you need. 3, move your body. 4, stimulate your mind. 5, write things down. 6, and this pains me. Stop the negative self-talk. This is probably one of my biggest pet peeves with women. And mamas, I love you. That's why I'm giving you a hard time about this. When, and I see this, in a Power Bookkeeper Network, we kind of go through phases, and then I kind of like, hey, stop doing this. And then it slows down a little bit and it peaks itself back up again. When somebody says, oh my God, I'm so stupid. Oh my God, I'm so this. I'm so that. That stuff drives me crazy. Because not only does it impact you and your mindset, but it impacts the way your children see you and the way your children see themselves. And if you've been around me for more than 5 milliseconds, you know that moms and kids are kind of my, are kind of my thing. And helping them and seeing children do better, and education, and lifting people up. It's just kind of it's my thing. And so when I see moms talk negatively about themselves, oh, I'm so stupid, oh, I can't do math, oh, I can't do this, I don't think you understand how detrimental that is for your mindset, for your well-being, and for your children's well-being. You are a product of the labels that you put on yourself. And so when you say, I'm stupid, or I'll never get ahead, or another, fear-based generalization, you become that thing. You can say, it's funny because for me, it's like stupid is not a word that's in my lexicon unless I'm talking about something like this. It's just not. And I don't know why that is. But it's not. That's just not a way that I talk. And I remember I used to give Jeff a hard time because, Jeff would say things like that about himself. And it just drove me crazy. I'm not sure why that's just not a term that I ever use. It never has been. And I hate to see women talk down about themselves and talk down about each other, frankly. I don't know why it's necessary. But when our brains are wired for negativity. It's really bizarre. I've read a couple studies on this, and we have a really hard time. Like you have to actively work to try to lift yourself up. I don't know why this is. I don't know why happiness is so hard. I think it's part of our fear response, and when we had tigers chasing us, I don't know, but we're naturally wired to go negative. And so when you start to go negative, like you go on a roll. Have you ever seen that where you like spiral into negativity? It's how our brains are wired, and we have to work a lot harder to be positive than to be negative. So it's an active thing. You have to work at it. And the thing is, like, I work at it every single day, but it's something that can be done if not for us, for our children. Okay. Stop the negative self-talk. It is not good for you. It is not good for them. Get enough sleep, hydrate and get the nutrients you need. Move your body, stimulate your mind, write things down. Stop the negative self-talk. And then the last one, and it's funny because this is gonna sound, I don't know, disingenuous maybe. I don't know. But practice gratitude. And I know there are a lot of people out there who aren't doing well right now. I know that there are a lot of people that are having trouble finding something to be grateful for. It can really be as simple as when your feet hit the ground in the morning going, all right, I'm vertical today, right? I am vertical. Like, we are breathing, we are smiling. I am grateful for that. It could be, I'm grateful we have a roof over our head. I'm grateful the computer turned on today. I'm grateful that we didn't get any bad news today, right? I mean, start wherever you are. I think people think that you cannot be happy and you cannot practice gratitude until you get to a certain place. And the problem with that is that you may be waiting a really long time to get to that place. And so if your ability to practice gratitude and to practice, happiness and self-acceptance is based on, an achievement, a number on a scale, a financial level, it shouldn't be. Because there are always things to be grateful for right now. No matter how bad things are right now, there is something to be grateful for. If nothing else, it could be my children are okay, right? My children are okay. It could honestly be as simple as that. And so I just want you to really think about something small. And I think a lot of times we think gratitude has to be big, right? Gratitude can be small. I am so glad that Jeff is here so that he could get Eric up from his nap, which Eric didn't take today, so that I could record the show for you. I'm grateful for that. It doesn't have to be big. It just has to be something. And it has to be something on a regular basis. And so you could set alarms on your phone for a couple times a day and just say, all right, what am I grateful for right now? What's going okay right now? And that's it. But when you put these 7 things together, okay, getting enough sleep, hydration and nutrients, moving your body, stimulating your mind, writing things down, stopping the negative talk, and practicing gratitude daily, your mind will get lighter. The weight will not feel so bad. And hopefully what happens is that you start seeing things a little bit differently. Because when you don't do these things, I think it's really hard to hope. I think it's really hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel, right? And it's really easy to fall into dark spaces where there is no change, there is no possibility of being better. And I will tell you that there is always hope, that there is always a possibility for change. You may not see it right now, but it's always there. Okay. But when you are in a place where you're tired and you're not moving and your brain is so full of stuff and the negative self-talk is coming at you from all directions and you don't see anything to be grateful for, I can totally understand how none of it seems possible. What I'd like you to do is I'd like you to think about these 7 things. And if, I'll say them again, but they're on smallbizmama.com. Okay. And you can listen to this again. I want you to pick one of these things to try to do better this week. Not all 7 at the same time. Let's pick one. Okay. Getting more sleep, hydrating, getting the nutrients you need, moving your body, stimulating your mind, writing things down, stop the negative talk, practicing gratitude. Pick one of those 7 things to work on this week. And if you're going to do that, if you're listening to this on your phone or on your computer, just snap a picture. Okay. Take a screenshot or snap a picture of your computer. Tag me on social. Okay. And let me know which one you're going to do. Okay. If you know anybody that can benefit from this episode, please share it with them. Because I think that this is something that as moms, we need to do a better job lifting each other up and stop tearing each other apart. Okay. Because we all need this support right now. Okay. It's been a long time, I think, for many people that they've had that connection, right? That support system that they needed. And so as we're coming out of this, can we think about, the things that we need, the things that we missed, and make sure that going forward as things reopen, that we get the things that we need from the community around us, that we become part of building a community around us again. Because I just think that's so critically important for us moving forward. All right, mamas, pick one thing, just one, to work on for the next week. I'd love to know what it is. And I will see you next time. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Bye.
Thank you for listening to Small Biz Mama with Kristen Ingram. If you'd like to learn how to create more margin in your life, please visit us at smallbizmama.com. That's smallbizmama.com.